This video will show you some of the basic operations of Excel and walk you through the steps to complete assignment 3. The first thing you need to do is open Excel and open the spreadsheet for assignment 3. There is a link in the instructions for the week section of your course page, and there also is a direct link just under the content for that week. So open the spreadsheet. And if you need to, click Enable Editing, because that will allow you to make adjustments within the spreadsheet. Now, the first thing that the assignment asks you to do is make some adjustments in the labels. So the first thing we need to do is highlight the cells that have the labels in them. So once you highlight those, we're going to change the font to 12 point and Arial. So go to where the section for font and click the arrow next to the types of font and scroll down until you get to Arial and click on that. And then we want 12, so go over to where the font size section is, click the down arrow and click 12. Now, in addition to that, it says to bold the font. So let's go over to the bold button and click that. And now we have all of our headings that are bolded, Arial, 12 point. Now, what you'll see is that it's still very difficult to read the headings. So what we want to do is wrap the text. So go here to the tab under in the alignment section where it says wrap text and click that. Now we're getting closer, but you can see that you still can't see all of the words, so we need to adjust the size of these cells. And in the assignment, it says to make the height of the cells 45 and the width 15. So we want to go over to the section that says cells, and where it says format, we're going to click that area down. And the first thing we come to is row height. So click on row height and delete the 24.75 and put 45 and click OK. Now we have the correct height, but we still want to change the width to 15. So go back to format, and now we're going to look at column width and delete the 8.43 and enter 15 and click OK. Now the next thing it says, make sure that the text is in the middle of the cell, both vertically and horizontally. So if you see, we have under this alignment again, we have the vertical and horizontal that we can click for centering. So click there and there, and now we have headings that we can see and they're centered. The last thing it says is add a thick bottom border. So let's go over here again to where we have our borders and click the arrow. And we want to go down to where it says thick bottom border and click that. And now if you just click any cell outside of it, you'll see that our headings are all modified according to the instructions. So the next thing it says is have Excel calculate the averages for all the numerical values. And these totals should be displayed in row 25. So let's go down here to row 25, and we'll put in there that we want averages. So now we'll know that the numbers in row 25 are going to be averages. So we'll click in that cell where we want the averages for age and go over here where it says editing, and we're going to go to auto sum, click the arrow there, and what we want is average. So click average. Now it's going to highlight the numbers that it's going to use to calculate the average, and that is correct. So just hit enter. And when you do that, it will give you the average. Now we could do that for each column. But we can also, if we have what we want in this cell, we can copy it by pressing Control C, and it highlights that cell, and we've copied it, and we're going to want to paste it in those cells. So highlight those cells and hit Control V, and now it's going to give us our averages for each column. Now, the next thing that it says that it wants us to do is to create a bar graph for the average times for the right and left leg on the single wall sit. So if we're going to do a bar graph, we need to know which averages we want. So we want the wall sit for the left leg and the wall sit for the right leg. So we'll come down here, and those are the two averages that we want to be in our bar graph. So let's highlight those two cells. And then we're going to go up here to where it says Insert and click on the Insert tab. And here are charts, and what we want is a bar graph. So click on that, and we just want a basic bar graph. So we click there. Now we can move this out of the way if you want to, and you can adjust any of these things that you want. You can change the title to how you want the title to be presented. You can change the wording so that these would actually say right and left legs rather than 1 and 2. So you can make any adjustments that you want. Now this chart, if you highlight it, you can hit Control C again, and it will copy it, and then you'll be able to paste it into a Word document. Because what the rest of the assignment is saying, that it wants you to turn in the a Word document with your bar graph, and that also means that you need to give a 1 to 2 sentence description of what the bar graph shows. And I'm also wanting you to put the averages that you calculated into a table. And your assignment has a formatted table for you that you can use to insert your headings and your numbers. So what you'll need to turn in is the Excel file where you've made the changes that have been requested, and your Word document that includes those segments of your assignment. If you have any questions, let me know, and good luck with the assignment.